What's up, YouTube? My name is Brian Kalina. I'm with Team Boardwhite from Minnesota. Just got back from the Altoona Regional. I got third place with True Draco Zoo. A very similar build to what I topped with 2 weeks ago at Fargo. I got second place there. Third place today. X1, 8 rounds, 7-1. And I'll just get right into it. So we got Zoo lineup, 2 Rat, 2 Whiptail, 2 Ram, 1 Thoroughblade. I didn't change anything from last time. It's good ratios, double ram for diagram. Having an extra whiptail always helps, and it just works really well. The True Draco lineup, 2 Masterpiece. I cut 1. I played 3 2 weekends ago, cut it to 2 today, and it still works just as well. I saw it when I needed to, and it never clogged, so that was nice. Then 2 Dynamite and 1 Ignis. 2 weekends ago I played 3 Dynamite and I sided in Ignis, but this is really good going second, and I'm not going to win every die roll. So I just main decked it, and then if I was going first, I took it out because I thought 2 Dino was enough, and it worked. I only saw this actually once, and I summoned it, and it was mediocre, but it wasn't as terrible as it could have been, so it was fine. And then 3 Ash Blossom, and then 1 Max C. I added an Ash. 2 weekends ago I mained 2 and 1. I added an Ash because it's really good. Everybody's hyping Ghost Ogre because Pure Zoo is still a really popular deck. But, I mean, if you go to an 8-round regional, you're going to play 3 or 4 Pure Zoo, and then after that it's going to be either Rogue or Draco Zoo. And this card is better against every other deck than Ghost Ogre, except for Pure Zoo. So I think maining it was the right choice, and I had success with it again this weekend. So I'm really happy that I did. That's the monster lineup. For the spells, 3 Diagram, 3 Terraforming, 3 Heritage, same as last time. And then I added a Disciples, because Disciples is really good, and last time I was missing a second copy. I felt like I wasn't resolving it as much as I should have been, so I added one. And even the 5, it was never too cloggy, so it worked really well. And then 3 Barrage, 2 Tenki. Some people were cutting Tenki. Some of at least one of the YCS builds didn't play Tenki at all. And I understand that it can be unnecessary, but at the same time, if you need to, it's free Barrage fodder, and you can pop it off diagram after you search. And it gives you free cards with other cards in your deck. So I couldn't justify cutting it, especially given that you can tribute it for Ignis, Dynamite, or Masterpiece plus another monster. It seemed too good to cut, and I never have a complaint when I see Tenki. It's just a really good card. 3 Pot of Desires. Last time I only played 2, and one of my friends convinced me to play 3 this weekend, and I did, and it was really good. Really good. Every time I resolved it, I pretty much won. And even if I saw a second one off of the first, it didn't matter at that point because I got everything that I needed. Soul Charge Raigeki, because they're good cards. I like to play good cards. And then the trap lineup, a little different too. 2 Return and only 1 Apocalypse. I played 2 last time, and I didn't need to. So I just cut it to 1, and it still worked when I needed it to, and I didn't draw it when I didn't need it. And then 1 combo. So that was the main deck. 41 cards, because I suck and I couldn't figure out what to cut to bring it to 40. I didn't figure out what the worst card was, and I liked them all, so I just kept them. And it seemed to do alright. Extra deck. Tokens. I added a Mrs. Radiant because for a while I was thinking about playing Pure Zoo, so I was learning other Pure Zoo combos with Rat, Barrage, and doing the Mrs. Radiant plus the Drydenton rank 4 play. And they're really good, so I added a Mrs. Radiant, and I took out a Broad Bull. So I only played 2 Broad Bull instead of 3. So I would be able to do that, and then I didn't make this at all today. I'm glad that I had it, because I never missed the 3rd Broad Bull. And if I had needed it, it would, the attack boost could have been very helpful, but I just didn't need it when it was relevant. So played it, didn't use it. 2 Bravo, 3 Trident, 2 Tiger Mortar, 2 Shaka-9, 1 Borbo, 1 Hammer Kong, and then the 3 rank 4s, Dweller, Tornado Dragon, Emerald. I wasn't sure if I was going to keep these 3 in, and I decided to because Tornado Dragon and Emerald are really good against Draco and Dino, and also Draco. And I like to make this against Zoo too, because if you have enough other protection, it just stops them from Tinky and Barrage, which is really nice. And I play Emerald to dig for side cards game 2 and 3 if I get the Trident plus rank 4 play. And it was actually relevant a couple times, so I'm glad I did this. I didn't make Dweller at all today, but 2 weekends ago it won me a lot of games, so I kept it. And I'm still not mad that I did, even though I didn't make it, because like I said, even with only 2 Bull, Shaka-9, and Tiger Mortar, I didn't miss any of them. I didn't feel like I needed more because I'm not playing Pure Zoo, so I've got the Draco cards to fuel a lot of what I'm doing. Side deck, 2 Ogres, just because I didn't feel the need to main them, and I sided them in against Pure Zodiac when I was going first or second, and anything else that I thought I needed to going second. Then Kaijus, 1 Gamma Seal, 1 Kumongus, the Sticky String Kaiju. I finally got good at this game, and instead of playing 2 Gamma Seal, did this in case I drew both, and Mrs. Radiant can add this back if necessary. So 3 Cosmic Cyclone. I sided 2 Night Beams because I thought that it might be good against Yang Zing Dinos if they made the Pillars Danglong play, because you Night Beam the Pillars and then they have 0 negates instead of 2. But I didn't play any Dinos at all today, so I never sided it in. So I don't know if it's worth it or not. But in theory, it might be good. Who knows? 1 Imperial Order, 2 D-Barriers, and then last minute, one of the vendors had these for really cheap, so I bought them and sided a Pointer of the Red Lotus. But I never sided them in because I wasn't really sure like what decks they were most beneficial against. Like, I knew I wanted them against Pure True Draco and Dinos when I was going first, but I only played 1 Pure True Draco, and the only sided game we played, I went second and I won after winning game 1, so I never went first against them. I didn't play any Dinos. Some people are saying it's good against Pure Zoo, but there were too many other things that I wanted to side against Pure Zoo, and I don't want to overside because I didn't want to have all 6 of these in, plus the Ogres. And I wanted to leave in Ashes against Zoo, going second at least. Going first, I could have taken them out, but there was just too much stuff to side, so I decided to not side these, and I just these instead. So I never actually sided these 5 cards in. I don't know. I'd have to think about what I would replace them with, but I might keep them because in theory they're good, and I can't expect to not play any True Draco or Dinos at any other regional. But I don't know. That's the sideboard. That's pretty much everything. Shout outs to Travars at Pro Tournament League, the store in the Quad Cities that I get to play and test at. Team Board Wipe from Minnesota, who've been talking theory with me a lot, and we all played today. I got another top 8 for them, so we've got a couple in the past couple regionals. This is my second in the past 3 weekends. And shout out to my biggest fan, Izzy, who is rooting for me all day. She's hiding under my keyboard right now. She's the cutest cat in the world, and she loves me and I love her. And that's all. Thanks.